Dean D. Davidson, liveweatherblogs.com, student meteorologist here with your overnight edition. We're going to be taking a look here at multiple things, tropics, severe weather, and we're also going to be taking a look a little bit into some of what's going on with the fire that happened out in California. The winds were definitely a driving factor once it did explode. It had a gas explosion in San Bruno, California, and the winds were 20 mile an hour and greater, so it drove the fire. But I'll try to get some information up on that. Also here, weather can play a part in a lot of different things. But first we're going to start on the tropics. Here we have Igor. The winds are at 45 knots or 50 miles an hour, 1,000 millibars, 17-1 north, 34-9 west, moving west-northwest at 21. As of 11 p.m., we're going to look at computer models for tropics also. We also have this area with a 60% or 50 to 60 percentile of development here over the islands as it moves west. Some models are picking up on it, some models are not picking up on it. Some models are shifting it north, some models are just keeping it west and making it a major system and putting it into Mexico. So we'll take a look at these models and try to figure it out for you. It's a little far off to make that information where exactly it's going to go, but it's good to let you know this information. And we'll also take a look at satellite pictures because there's more waves that'll come off Africa. We're in the peak of the hurricane season now. Here's the official National Hurricane Center track. We have where it is at this point. It takes it to a hurricane by Sunday, and then a major hurricane as it starts making a little bit of a northerly turn. So it looks like it will miss Puerto Rico and the northern islands, but one island we have to watch out for is up here. It's called Bermuda. We don't know how that'll all figure in. It's still ways out, but we'll keep an eye on it for you. Take a look here at the APM computer model run you have. Igor. Now, this is splitting it pretty far. I mean, there's some that are splitting it and taking it south, and then pulling it over. This is the NGFDL, and that pulls it into the islands. Most of the other ones are pulling it more north, and then at this point, above the islands, well, they start making a turn, finding a weakness between the trough and the high. Some keep it more on the west trajectory. The GFS does pull it out further. It goes longer in the information, but I'll show you the GFS in further detail. Here's the CMC model. We're going to take a look at this model, and we're going to watch Igor. Here he is. There's also going to be another system that it shows developing off the coast, so you will see that when it comes off there, it projects it. But you see Igor, west, northwest. And it becomes huge when he becomes a major hurricane. It pulls it here near the islands. Now you see there's some weakness here, and that's what it's trying to, between that and the trough coming in here, these weaknesses may pull it up. And it'll show that in, I think, to believe the GFS model when I pull that. Here we have the GFS model. We're going to put it in motion. Here's Igor. Makes a westward progression, slows down, becomes huge, starts moving west-northwest and then more of a northwest heading. And this is where I was saying you're starting to see where it's trying to find a weakness, which is too far out to find out if this weakness will be there or not. But look how big this makes Igor. Makes it massive. This would be probably Category 4 hurricane at this point. Here we go, the GFDL model. Here's Igor. Starts strengthening. These all show this same kind of idea, the strengthening with Igor. He does strengthen in all these models so far, so that's one thing we gotta do. Here's the next model, NGP model. You're gonna see Igor come in. Here on your left hand side. He's progressing, so it makes that northwest turn like other models are, and he blows up much like other models are showing. A lot of this is showing this becoming huge above the islands. Will it give us sneak in between these troughs and these ridges, and will we get a little bit of an opening or a weakness in these ridges that we can get this to come up through? Let's put in projection where there's Bermuda right there. So this could be an issue for Bermuda down the road. We have to keep an eye on it. But we will here at Live Weather Blogs. In Investigation 92, like I said, this is all over the place. We have the GFS pulling west. We have no gaps pulling west. We have the GFDL, which is the best run on so far, that pulls it straight west, and it actually makes an extremely strong hurricane as it makes landfall south of Cancun. Then we have other models that are putting it across the Dominican Republic, which would have an issue re-strengthening, but also then puts it re-strengthening here over the Bahamas. There's two models that are showing that. HWRF is showing that, and the LBAR model. Here's Igor. He's looking pretty healthy there. He's getting a nice breathing. He's getting that buzzsaw look, which means he's strengthening for sure. Instead of the low pressures in here, it would be nice to get some more actual thunderstorm development around the northern end, but you are getting those bandings coming around, so it's definitely strengthening. And we're taking a look at Atlantic wide. Here's Igor, coming stronger. Like I said, most models are taking him in this general direction. And we have the trough up here. We have a lot of dry air here, but this is making it a moisture source in its own right. So it has no problem strengthening at this point. And here's the other Investigation 92. Like I said, there's multiple ideas there. One of them being GFDL brings it right across in this general direction. So we have to keep an eye on these systems, because if it gets between a trough and a high, or weakness in the high, it will turn the path of least resistance, which would be north. Something we have to look forward to for Bermuda also, if that happens. So there's a lot of things we have to keep an eye on here with Igor. And we will here at liveweatherblogs.com. 1:15 in the morning, we still have watches here. Tornado and severe thunderstorm watches. Tornado watch in Kansas and Missouri, where we were looking at yesterday, and we have severe thunderstorm watch in Missouri. Here's our probability for today. Kentucky down through Texas. The major thought is going to be wind, hail, and tornadoes going to be low. I would say 15% on Davidson risk factor for tornadoes, about 30 on hail, and wind would be about 60% in any of these given locations. And then beyond that, we have two areas that have possibilities of severe thunderstorms along the coastline. Here, Georgia up through Norfolk, Virginia. Davis risk factor there would also be on wind. It would be about 60 on wind, 25 on hail, and about 15 on tornadoes on the Davidson risk factor. We had that fire caused by a gas main bust in California, near San Francisco. Look at that fire. It was spreading. The winds were at that time about 20, 25 miles an hour, gusts to 40. It was being driven by the wind. Once it exploded, and it destroyed a lot of houses out there, and injured a good amount of people, and killed a few. So the stuff we had to watch out for. These fires are definitely dangerous, and gas lines are nothing to fool around with. If they have a lot of problems with gas lines, and like I said, fires with gas lines. One happened at Appomattox not that long ago, a couple years ago here in Virginia. And they leave pretty good craters, so you have to watch out for these fires. And when you have dry and you have a high fire danger like what happens in California, you definitely got to watch out for it. But anyway, we're going to go into the forecast here for the Roanoke Valley. 55 this evening, 77 chance of showers. Showers likely tomorrow night. 61, 79 on Sunday with a 40%, 30 to 50% chance of showers, and sunshine Monday and Tuesday. Lows are going to get around 50 to 55. And for the triad, 75 with chance of showers. Showers likely 62 tomorrow night. Let's see, Sunday 79 chance of showers. Then it'll clear out, much like Roanoke Valley, 84 and 86 with lows in the upper 50s. So we're getting into a little bit slower off severe weather. We have some isolated severe weather to happen in the next couple of days. Igor is something we need to watch really closely. And, you know, it's getting nice after a chance of showers in the next couple of days here in the Virginia and North Carolina area in the Mid-Atlantic. This is Deanie Davis from LiveWeatherBlogs.com. Stay tuned for your latest information. For everybody here at LiveWeatherBlogs.com. Deanie Davis from LiveWeatherBlogs.com. Have a great day.